Master the East Midlands. Midland Main Line, coming soon. Midland Main Line is almost here. Skyhook Games' next Train Sim World 3 route will arrive on April 18 with a trinity of British cities to travel between. Hit high speeds in a variant of the iconic Class 43 HST, and learn new traction altogether with the introduction of the Class 158. Train Sim World 3, Midland Main Line, Leicester, Derby and Nottingham Route add-on can be pre-ordered now on Steam. If you're new to Midland Main Line, be sure to check out details from our April roadmap. You can read more about the work that's gone on behind the scenes for this route and learn about other UK content that's on the horizon. New colours, new sights and new sounds all arrive on Midland Main Line courtesy of partner program developer, an art outsourcing studio Skyhook Games, who have worked on bringing a popular variant of a much-loved railway icon to Train Sim World, as well as a unit that's brand new to the game. Rolling stock, services, and layers. Midland Main Line sees the colourful stagecoach colours of East Midlands trains run the rails across this region, depicting the operator from around 2019. This livery, seen across the nation through a number of other similarly owned train operating companies, TOCs, also mirrored that seen on countless bus fleets throughout the UK. Class 158 DMU. Arriving in Train Sim World for the first time is the two-car Class 158 Express Sprinter. This diesel multiple unit, DMU, runs in and around its birthplace in Train Sim World 3, having been produced by British Rail Engineering Limited's, BREL, Derby Litchurch Lane Works between 1989 and 1992. The Class 158 joins other BREL-produced trains in Train Sim World such as the Class 150 DMU, West Cornwall Local, Class 313 EMU, East Coastway, and 314 EMUs, Cathcart Circle, all built in York. Express sprinters are found across a large number of real-world routes in the UK. Under other operators, they can be seen running as far south as Penzance and as far north as the Scottish Highlands as well as through Wales. An export variant also exists halfway across the world in Thailand, where it is known as the ASR class. In-game, Skyhook Games have built the groundwork for the Class 158 utilizing the resources of Armstrong Powerhouse for the unit's sounds. Like the Class 323 from Birmingham Cross City, the unit will also have a working GSMR. These loud and serviceable units work 72 playable services, most of these from Nottingham to both Leicester and Derby in both directions, with 1 to 2 trains per hour operating across peak and off-peak times. Other services include runs to and from East Croft Depot from Nottingham as well as local services terminating, or originating at intermediate stations such as Attenborough and Loughborough. Some trains will consist of 2-car units, whereas others will work in multiple. Class 43 HST InterCity 125, powered by the VP185 engine. Players of Great Western Express will immediately recognize the sleek, streamlined design of the Class 43 HST, known to many as the InterCity 125. But for Midland Main Line, this top-and-tailed, diesel-hauled train set has been taken back to represent an altogether different form of power. In addition to a rework of the interior for both the driver in the cab and passengers in the Mark III coaches, these East Midlands trains HSTs feature the Paxman VP185 engine, which was used largely by EMT following the phasing out of the Paxman Valenta. Other operators, including GWR, opted instead for MTU power. Today, the VP185 itself is a rare sound on the network, with only a small number of HSTs still running with these engines. Rail fans in Australia may also recognise the sound of the VP185, as this was fitted to the similarly styled XPT power cars that run in New South Wales. The result is that players will notice an immediate difference in the sound of this HST over the previous version in Great Western Express. Subtle differences to the exterior can also be spotted, such as the headlight formation. Like the Class 158, the groundwork for this HST has been done by Skyhook Games, with Armstrong Powerhouse providing the sounds and Dovetail Games implementing them. 59 playable services will feature the HST, with most running from Leicester to both Derby and Nottingham in both directions. You can hear more about the real-world HST from our friends over at We Are Railfans and driver Ian, who discussed what it's like to drive these iconic trains. We Are Railfans podcast, Driving the Icon. Additional service layers. In addition to the services using both routes' native units, Players with the Northern Transpennine Route add-on will be able to make use of the Class 45 during a return rail tour service, and the Class 66 railhead treatment train * will feature 5 playable services for those with this locomotive add-on from the first Loco add-on bundle. Southeastern High Speed's Class 66 will also layer in to cover a freight movement, and Midland Main Line's HST will be visible as AI services at St Pancras in Southeastern High Speed Extended. For players with both Northern Transpennine and Southeastern High Speed, the Class 66 will be available to operate in its own rail tour service. The ROG Class 37 from the most recent Loco add-on bundle will also layer in to provide 5 more services when mixed with Northern Transpennine *, Southeastern High Speed Extended *, and London Commuter *. Add-ons marked *, the Epic Games Spring Sale, 6th to 20th April, currently has discounts on these add-ons, and more, for those playing Train Sim World 3 through the Epic Games Store. The route. Trent Junction, the point at which the line splits from Leicester, out to Derby and Nottingham, provides the means to travel between all 3 cities as part of this Y-shaped route. The environment incorporates a plethora of iconic landmarks, which will be familiar to locals, visitors and rail enthusiasts alike. Radcliffe Power Station, Redhill Tunnel and 12 stations all feature, carefully recreated by Skyhook Games' team of specialist artists. Derby Railway Station features as one of these landmarks. The city was recently named as the home of Great British Railways HQ by the UK government, following a national competition and public vote. Historically, Derby has been the point where Midland Main Line and cross-country routes meet, and was the centre of many important railway developments courtesy of Derby Rail Works and the Railway Technical Centre. Nottingham and its surroundings are famous worldwide for their association with Robin Hood. But the city also has an important place in railway history. The station building has been through 2 major redevelopments since its erection in 1848, having been remodelled in 1904 and throughout the 2010s. Leicester became one of the first major settlements to be connected to a railway line when a station was built at Westbridge in 1832. The current Leicester station was built shortly afterwards in 1840 and has, like Nottingham, undergone substantial redevelopment several times since. These main stations, along with others, will have a host of collectibles to find. Posters need putting up, ticket machines need fixing, rubbish needs picking up and benches need repainting. Train Sim World 3, Midland Main Line Route add-on is available to pre-order from today, April 11th on the Steam store with a 10% pre-order discount. It will release on April 18th on Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Epic Games Store, and Steam for £29.99, $39.99, €35.99. Find out more about Train Sim World 3 by following @TrainSimWorld on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok.